IP version for address classes. Here we are going to see what is IP version for address, classful and classless addressing, as well as network and host addressing. IP version for addresses. An IP version for address is a 32-bit address that uniquely and universally defines the connection of a device to the internet. The address space of IP version 4 is 2^32. IP version 4 addresses are unique and universal. Here you can see the decimal dotted notation as well as the binary notation of an IP version 4 address. Now let's see what is classful addressing. A classful network is a network addressing architecture used in the internet until the introduction of classless internet interdomain routing or CIDR. Since this architecture uses the concept of classes, it is known as classful addressing. The method divides IP address space into 5 different classes. This provides the flexibility required to support different size networks. The 5 address classes are class A, B, C, D, and E. So here you can see the first by itself can tell which class that particular IP address belongs to. In class A, the first bit starts with 0. If it is in class B, the IP address starts with 10. And a class C IP address starts with 110, a class D with 1110, and a class E with 1111. The corresponding decimal dotted notation is also shown on the right side. Network and host addressing. Network ID means the address of the network and host ID denotes the address of the host attached to the corresponding network. In class A, the network ID is defined by the first byte of the address and the rest 3 bytes defines the host ID. In class B, the first 2 bytes of the address defines the network address and the rest 2 bytes defines the host ID. In class C, the first 3 bytes defines the network address and the last byte defines the host ID. Here for each classes, the ranges where it starts and where it ends, the IP addresses range is given along with the host and network representation. So class A starts with 0.0.0.0 to 127.255.255.255. Here N indicates the number, N is a bit used for the network ID and H indicates the host ID and X indicates a bit without a specified purpose. So you can see various classes and its ranges, class A, B, C, D and E and its IP address ranges along with the network and host ID bits. Now we can see each classes in detail. Class A address. Here the first bit of the first octet is always set to 0. Thus the first octet ranges from 1 to 127. Class B address. An IP address which belongs to class B has the first 2 bits in the first octet set to 10, that is 128 to 191. Class C address. The first octet of class C IP address has its first 3 bits set to 110, that is it ranges from 192 to 223. Class D address. Very first 4 bits of the first octet in class D IP addresses are set to 1110, giving a range of 224 to 239. Class D has been reserved for multicasting and In multicasting data, it is now destined for a particular host. That is why there is no need to extract host address from IP address, and class D does not have any subnet mask. Class E address is reserved for experimental purposes only. So this also doesn't have any subnet mask. The number of blocks and block size in classful IP4 addressing is shown in a table format. Now let's see the disadvantages of classful addressing. Both class A and class B would be having a large number of addresses in each block, and an organization requesting for such a network would be having a lot of host and a wastage of addresses. In the case of class C, it would be too small to fulfill the address requirements of an organization. Again, class D is for multicasting and E is reserved. So D and E comes to a wastage of addresses again. So the main issue here is we are not assigning addresses according to user requirements. Instead, we directly assign a block of fixed size which has a fixed number of addresses, which leads to wastage of address. The summary of all these classes have been given in these slides. So the disadvantages of class full addressing is somewhat overcome with the use of classless addressing. Classful addressing leads to address depletion and is not used nowadays. In classless addressing, there is no such classes, but the addresses are still granted in blocks. Now let's see what is an address block. In classless addressing, when an organization or a single household needs to be connected to the internet, it is granted a block of addresses. The size of the block varies based on the nature, size, and need of the entity. For example, a household may be given only 2 addresses. A large organization may be given thousands of addresses. An ISP, as the Internet Service Provider, may be given hundreds or thousands of addresses based on the number of customers it may serve. So the 3 restrictions on classless address blocks are: the addresses in a block must be contiguous, that means one after the another. The number of classless addresses in a block must be a power of 2. The first address must be evenly divisible by the number of addresses. So let's see an example. A block of 16 addresses grant to a small organization. You can see the range, the starting address and the last address given in that block, and you can see it is contiguous as well as it is divisible. It is a power of 2. So I hope you understood the classless as well as classful addressing. Thank you.